Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights. Today we're going to see who's in your energy. Okay, so the Hermit, dealing with a Virgo. You have Two of Wands. Is this 8? 6. 6 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And the 8 of Wands. Ooh. Now, me being a Taurus myself, I like this. I like it a lot. Because right here, you got Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Knight, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. That is nice. Oh, yes. We going to claim this as ours, too. All right? So, who's in your energy? A Virgo. The Hermit is tied to Virgo, so we are dealing with a Virgo, or we're dealing with somebody that's very analytical, very logical, a perfectionist, and a very harsh critic. I could say that because I'm married to one, okay? Virgos can be very harsh. And it just comes out of nowhere. Like, for example, I was doing my readings and I create a separate short for my readings. And my husband just out of nowhere says, you know that some people just take snippets out of the video that they already made and make that a short. I said, why ain't some people? Like, I'm just snapped. He made me so mad. It does make sense, but I like to just do another one. Anyways, they just hit you out of nowhere with it. So overly critical, but so calm with it. Anywho, what's influencing this Virgo is that you can have a Virgo that has an opportunity that's come to them, that may involve traveling. It may be a career change. This is what is influencing this Virgo to be in your energy is that they are taking your feelings and your desires into consideration. So it's given me, because it is a major arcana, this is probably someone that you are romantically involved with because it's someone you share resources with. You guys ping pong off of each other. You have 6 of Pentacles in the form of, you know, what fuels this connection between the two of you. This is the underlining energy for the two of you. The advice here is the Queen of Pentacles. I like that. You got a lot of Pentacles here. Unlike Aries, who had a bunch of air. Aries got problems right now. Okay? You don't. It's looking beautiful for you. Anywho, or us. I said this is an us reading. So, anywho, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The advice here, baby, is to nurture what you are already familiar to. When you get the Queen of Pentacles, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful symbolism when it comes to advice because it sticks to what you know. Stay being who you are. Keep going through life with your elegance. It says you don't need to change anything. If you're someone that has high energy, it would advise you to calm the fudge down. Tone it down. Because ain't nothing moving that quick. And life is not supposed to be that stressful. Things are not supposed to be that serious. You understand? The Queen of Pentacles embraces and she nurtures and she's elegant. She's full, full. That is the Queen of Pentacles. I'm an earth sign. I'm Virgo. Yeah. So that is what you do. Just continue to do what you're doing. You know what gets a Taurus out of body? You're a Taurus. So you know when people just keep bothering you, when people come to you with bull, or with lies, or they twist your words, I have learned in my 37 years of being on this earth, do not feed into the bull. I don't care how you feel, how bad you want to lash out and clear the air. People believe what they want to believe. They do what they want to do. You just stick to doing you. I saw this meme a while ago, and it said, be so disciplined in your routine and in what you do that it even shakes the devil because you're immovable. You're not going to this person to try to tell this person that. You're not trying to do all these multiple things. You stick to what you know, what you do. And I like to call that the P energy. There was this lady I worked with, and I always remember when I brought her, we did a potluck at work, and I had said to her, I was like, hey, I made cookies. You're going to try these cookies? She told me one time, she said, nope, I'm going to have these chips and this guac. And she was watching TV on her break. I said, you ain't going to try not one cookie? She said, no. Come to find out, she brought that fucking guac. Oop. She brought that guac and she was sticking to what she made. And you could not shake this woman. She would bag, she would cashier, she would do the customer service. She never changed. She had worked at this job for like 14 years when I was working with her. And I said, don't you want to be a manager? She said, no. I like having the freedom of setting my schedule. I like coming to work and going home. She was a long-term employee. And this elder woman taught me so much. Why aspire to have more? When you go after more, you must sacrifice more. I said, don't you want more money? She said, I make enough. And she did. You made good money where we were working at. And she had been there for so many years. You know, she constantly would get bonuses and stuff like that. She was dependable and she was happy. She worked her schedule. She couldn't be, they couldn't force her to do anything she didn't want to do, but they did utilize her to either cashier, bag, or do the customer service desk. And she was fine with that. She never did the meat department. She never did dairy. She didn't do produce, she didn't do anything but what she did. And that showed me she was just in her power. I don't know her birthday. I never asked her. I had a lot of respect for her. Baby, she loved the Brewers and the Packers. She loved it. I'm talking about this older lady would go down from the earrings down to her shoes, baby. Even her purse, she would change her purse. If it was Packer season, she was rocking her Green Bay Packers purse. If it was baseball season, she was rocking her Brewers gear. She stuck to her guns. That is what she did. And I admired her for that. I always admired that. And her hair, she kept her hair cut one way. And she liked it that way. Was she rude? No. She was a woman of very little words, but impactful meaning. And you could never shake off or do anything. I remember I said, how's somebody just going to leave the candy stock like this? Now I got to do this. She said, do you have to or are you choosing to? Because third shift stocks. You can work with what you got. And if a customer wants it, they can go to the other aisle and get it. And I said, what? And she looked at me like that's how she paused. And she repeated herself that one time to me. And she said, if you come to the store and you want a Snickers, do you stop there because that slide is empty, or do you go to another register and look for a Snickers or the candy aisle? We have a huge candy aisle. They can go there. I said, I would go look for my Snickers. She said, exactly. So you can do it if you want to, or if the customer really wants it, they'll go get it. You just be available to ring them up for it. She walked her little ass off. I will never forget that. She embodied Taurus energy. So I say to you, Taurus, stay in your energy. Anytime I see Queen of Pentacles, I don't care what deck I'm looking at, I always think about that woman. Such a beautiful woman. Do I ever think she liked me? No. As a matter of fact, I don't think she liked nobody but her husband and her family. But she was cordial, she was elegant, and she was calm. She always was. I remember self-checkout. The registers was messed up, and she never got out her body. She just did what she could do. And when customers got upset with her, she told the one customer, she said, I've done all that I can do for you. I'm sorry. And she really meant that. But she never took work home with her. She never took it with her on our break. So, lengthy explanation. The reason is just stay in your energy. I don't care if mama, sister, cousin, best friend, co-worker, your favorite co-worker, favorite supervisor. Don't matter. Don't let it get you off your energy. Because that's the goal. Distraction. Okay? Outcome. 8 of Wands. It's beautiful. What's going on between the two of you? I was going to say, am I still watching? Yeah, I'm still watching. When you have the Hermit and an 8 of Wands, what is so nice about the Hermit is it does point to knowledge, introspection, being more self-involved, following your own light. But this is in the representation of a person. So things are going to expand and broaden with you and this individual. This is Jupiter energy. So things will magnify. If you are a Taurus dating someone who embodies the Hermit energy, I would say with Jupiter coming through full force that this does represent marriage for me. It also represents travel. It represents learning. So this person that you're going to collaborate with, or this individual that is already in your energy, this person is going to develop you. They're going to grow you. I tell you right now, after my 15 years of being married, we working on 16. One thing my husband has shown me is everything doesn't deserve a response, nor does it need it. And you don't always have to say things. Let things just be. I mean, I'm talking about I'll go off for hours about stuff. And he just look at me, listen, and he'll say, well, you did that a couple hours ago. What do you want to eat? I'm not kidding you. You learn a lot from people. So there's going to be a lot of growth, a lot of maturing that this person is going to give you, but ultimately a lot of happiness. So that's a beautiful read for you, for us. This was our reading. Yeah, we're claiming it. Okay. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.